What up? What's good? What it do? It's your boy KJ Lee, and we are back with another episode. This is episode 4 now of a podcast that I'm just dropping quite a bit. It's called the K Squared Podcast. I appreciate everybody who's watched. Very few of you have watched, but I appreciate it. I realize it takes a lot of episodes to get people to go ahead and switch over here on YouTube, and so that's what we're trying to do. Get you on YouTube as well as build some Spotify followers. I'm just trying to sell more tickets. But it gives me an opportunity to have a long form conversation with you guys. Conversation's a weird word. Long form dialogue type thing. And so I wanted to talk about a few different things today and then get rolling. So it seems to be trending a thing online that Kevin Hart had a roast, and during the roast, a lot of the white comedians were sitting there saying a bunch of racist shit, and I don't know what to tell you. What else do they got? Like, what else do they got? Like, you successful, you're decent looking, you're dressed nice. They got to go to race. Like it's one thing that I guess is weird because I'm a comedian, and so I guess my views might be a tad bit biased because I see it coming a mile away, so it never bothers me. Also, I'm gonna tell white jokes, so go crazy with your black jokes, because I'm gonna, if I'm up there, I'm telling plenty of white jokes, deep white jokes, Malcolm X style white jokes, white devils, you know, let's say white devil a bunch, because that makes people uptight. It's gonna get less laughs, but that's all right. Dig deep, it's okay. Hurt them. I heard somebody on the internet say this back of the bus type energy, and it really is. Like, some of y'all didn't ride the back of the bus. Back of the bus, all grades. All class, the baddest of the bad is getting back there. I remember one day I brought a dude a Brillo pad and a deodorant stick and told him, obviously you musty and you need to get the acne off your face. And y'all might see him and think I'm mean, but no, he was a very funny dude. But started a football team. He fought real well too. He was a good roaster. He was able to have fun, and I just feel like people don't really. This new generation of age in society doesn't really understand that. Like, the goal is to go as deep as possible and to try to hurt you and say mean stuff. And so I'd expect for them to say black jokes. And I guess I don't really see the point in bringing in George Floyd, Charlie Kirk. I don't really see the point in bringing in dead people at all, just because they're not here. They're not here. Like, I'm talking about you. If I'm here to talk about you, I'm gonna talk about you. I don't need to bring up George Floyd. I don't need to bring up Charlie Kirk. I don't need to bring up Donald Trump. I can just roast you. Now, if you a Trump supporter, that's a whole different can of tea. I'm on your ass, to say the least. How you suck a dick so little? Okay. Next is, there's a rapper who died. His name is Foolio. And for my generation of people that don't listen to like trap music, it's hard to defend a nigga named Foolio, right? But apparently he wasn't like a bad dude, and he was a rapper, and he was murdered. The reason that it's something I was going to discuss and something that's sticking with me at the moment is his murderer is being sentenced, and his family came up and has been speaking. And
you know, you said that you've always been with your brother since, you know, he was born, and you guys moved around a lot together.
Yes.
How's it been without having him around to help you?
It's been hard. Being a mom, I don't really think about it as much as I know I feel it, just because I'm always doing something to take care of the kids. But like when I sit back and I really think about what's going on,
okay,
I just miss my brother.
Will you, do you still maintain a relationship today?
Mm-hmm.
You're able to talk to him and communicate?
Yep.
And will you continue to do that?
Of course.
And hopefully in whatever way possible, could he still be involved in your kids' lives and be an uncle?
Of course.
May I have a moment?
yes,
I'll pass the witness.
okay. Questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Gathright, you have characterized your and your brother Sean's childhood as a good, nice, loving childhood growing up. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
You said that both of you had wonderful, loving, supportive relationships. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Yes.
And specifically when talking about male role models, you said that he had a wonderful relationship with his stepdad, Ryan.
During the trial, they've been kind of like releasing and showing that his life was good. Like the dude was in South Africa ziplining. I didn't make it to South Africa till I was 25, and I had to do a GoFundMe. Like my parents ain't had the money to take us to no dang South Africa. His sister's on stage crying, talking about how he's such a great uncle and how he's in the family, and it's just it's hard to explain because there is like a generation of lost boys that's about the age, I'd say 14 to 17, sometimes even 14 to 19, 14 to 21, depending on their maturity level, where they don't really understand the weight of the life that they think that they're choosing, or that they are pretty much choosing. And I hate that it has to happen, because when I was growing up on my athletic teams, there were plenty of guys like that. And I saw that sports saved a lot of these guys. A lot of people talk all bad about sports, but it's like, no, it keeps this dude off the street and here and focused and gives him a second level of fear. Because a lot of guys who don't have their mom around, the coach is like a second father. I literally took my son to baseball practice the other day, and the kids were running laps and doing push-ups because they got in trouble at school. And I was like, that's crazy. I just whooped my son. I handle that myself. You don't have to do that. But I get it, and I understand like people need help. And reason I'm saying that is just because this dude murdered somebody, and it clearly wasn't how he was raised. It wasn't his lifestyle. It wasn't his life. People love him. People invested in him. People cared. And it just sucks to see that happen. Such a waste of life and waste of potential. And we see it so much. Like, it's easy to like ward off and push a guy off as the YN, but truth be told, you don't know that man's upbringing, you don't know that man's life. Sometimes we see people's dress style, sometimes we see people's hair, sometimes we see things about young kids and we'll judge them a certain way. And sometimes they might think that that's who they are, or they might think that's where they want to go. And try your best, I guess. I don't know, you just want to try to catch them before they run into those walls. That being said, as a father of a child, I'll be damned. I will be damned. I got a 6-year-old, and you do got to be around a lot because nobody else cares about your child. Believe it or not, you think the people care about children just because they're children. Nobody cares about your child but you. I'm just saying, YNs ain't nothing new. It's always been a young class of black kids that I figured they want to jump into that other side of life. And don't get me wrong, it's a bunch of kids that are raised in that life and jump and have no other ideas of what life is, and they go into that. Not making excuses, but that's a clear indication of like how a lot of people get into it. But there's a bunch of people that just float into that shit. I don't know. I hate it. And then that also brought me up to this next subject. The thing I wanted to talk about was a judge who's sentencing a guy, and during the sentence they said don't give him the death penalty because to have made your life so invaluable that these people turned you into a literal slave. It makes no sense to me. I feel like I want better. I don't know, we might cut some of this. We might keep some of this. We'll decide, but let's get here so y'all can listen to it.
Physical abilities, things like that. Do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes, with my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator. He's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration. We have that, so we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them since they are young and actually can do the work.
And then we talk.
So keep him alive for the purpose of his labor. Man, if that ain't something that lets you know what's going on. Hey, Alexa, what's the 13th Amendment?
The 13th Amendment, ratified in 1865, abolished slavery and involuntary servitude in the United States, except as punishment for a crime.
Except. That's good, Alexa.
The
Thank
13th
you. Thank
Amendment
you. Thank
allows
you.
slavery and involuntary servitude as punishment for a crime where the person has been duly convicted.
Alexa, home. Robert Downey Jr. never went through that shit with Jarvis. This is what I'm talking about. Like, they be trying to sell us AI like it is from the movies. Jarvis was handing Robert Downey Jr. shit. Where is that? I can't even say this thing's name, or guess what? It's going to just start, never mind. The 13th Amendment literally gave a caveat to slavery. It created an opening for slaves to still exist. So the whole time, if you've been out here thinking that slavery was gone and slavery was abolished and slavery is complete, no. They said you're not a slave unless you go to jail. Guess where they put a bunch of niggas? I don't know how to say it. I don't know, for like pay close attention. Like they put it right there and said, hey, now you're a slave. Once they put them cuffs on you and drive you away, you are a slave. So the fact that people are still out here committing crimes open and all willy-nilly is just crazy to me. It's really wild to me. Not to mention that the judge is going to give you outside the recommended sentence guidelines. Like, you're going to be like, oh, we good. This crime only give me 5 years. Judge going to fuck around and tell you 150 months. You're like, 150 months? That's not like more than 5 years. Do them. You're like, wait a minute, nigga, that's 12 years. You're like, yeah, we doubled it just because fuck you. I think that's the justification every time that they go outside the guidelines because you black and stuff like that. Just like when they let the white people off. Both of those piss me off. It's weird. Just follow the book. The book says if he does this, give him this. Put him in jail. Do that. Just do that. Finding all type of loopholes. Just a dirty system. And I don't like it. I'm in the process of watching this roast and I don't feel like finishing. It's 2 hours and 51 minutes. I don't understand how you watch 2 hours and 51 minutes of something and get on the internet and talk about how much you hated it. That is so much time. Like, I had to watch it in sections. Like, I had to watch it then leave, then watch it then leave. I got stuff to do. I can't watch this much. And I'm not offended by the stuff that's said. Don't talk about Cheryl Underwood. I ain't like that shit. I don't like how y'all brain cuts just to start talking shit about her because I don't like that. We'll put hands on people. And she showed up and did her thing. That's what they said. I haven't finished and watched it yet, but apparently she showed up and did her thing. Next is,
What's your biggest financial flex?
My last name.
What's your last name?
Churchill. My family owns this place.
That's my Bentley Continental GT.
My great-grandfather started $1 billion company. It affects over 50% of the human population.
We're closing in on a $4 billion transaction.
My dad actually owns one of the largest peanut butter companies in the world. Also have 3 horses in the Kentucky Derby.
I bought 1,400 shares of Tesla when it IPO'd, and I'll leave it at that.
Diamond studded. The matching chain and bracelet, 180.
I won't have to work until ever. I'm set for life. My dad put $1 million into Tesla when I was young.
How much is it worth now?
Around 50 million.
Great-grandfather started Delaware Telephone Company.
all right, we can cut it right there. That bitch just said my dad owns peanut butter. What? Like her dad owns Jif. Apparently, it's got to be Jif if it's one of the biggest peanut butter companies out there. If she said I think she might have said I don't know what it was, but these are some crazy flexes. That dude say my last name. We own this, all of it. Everything you standing on, we own right now. We've been owning it. Boy, that's some different type of flexes. Later on in the video, there's a black guy. He like, well, this 180,000. This right here was 200. This was 350. And he started talking about his jewelry. And I ain't gonna lie, it make me want to show up and just snatch that nigga out the event. Get your ass over here, nigga. He might have a lot of money and just be flexing it, but I just don't like when we use jewelry to show off our wealth. But maybe we ain't got too many years or shit to say. Because damn, just dropping last names. That's why people don't really understand that legacy is very, very important. That's why when you look on the internet, it's people hating each other. It's don't get you a boyfriend, don't get you a man. Stay single forever. Do everything you can to not produce, to not grow a family, not have a family full of 5 people in a happy marriage and keep it pushing like the Cosby's on TV shows. Like, make sure that's not a realistic thing. Matter of fact, don't even put shows like that on TV no more. Because when the last time you seen one? I'll wait. My wife and kids, was he the last man that owned the business and took care of multiple children in his family? Because I can't think of one after that one. Maybe y'all could let me know or put it here in the comments. But I just feel like legacy is something that we don't really discuss, or it's not like a major thing. More so it's rebellion is the better thing, where it's like your parents caused you trauma, fuck them, you should leave them. How about you look at your parents from a human perspective and understand that they probably was going through shit just like you going through shit now, and they had to raise kids. Who knows? How about you have a conversation with them, figure it out. Even still, if shit is bad and your parents were bad, build your legacy, because clearly we are in inflationary times and shit's just gonna get worse. I watched homes in my neighborhood go from 150,000 to 500,000. So that let me know how it's gonna cost $1 billion by 2070. By the time my child's grown, it's gonna be impossible to live around here. So that being said, you gotta go ahead and build your legacy. You gotta save your money. You gotta put your kids in good positions. You gotta make investments. All this shit you know. And if you're young and you don't have this shit to worry about yet, build your resume, build your portfolio, build your skills, build your knowledge. Put yourself in a position to where later on you will be in a better spot. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got a job that you hate, that you feel is a bullshit ass position, work that job while you build whatever is on the side. Just make sure what's on the side is important. More important than the fucking job. Because let's be real, if it's a bad job that don't pay you well, you can get another one that's going to do the exact same thing. That's my logic. If you got a job that's bad and don't pay you well, why the fuck are you staying? At least get one closer to the house. It's just, they shitty anyway. You're shitty. Why not leave? When every time I see people that stay at shitty jobs, I feel like it's a lot of it on you. Like, that's when I start turning into the Republican white man in my mind. I'm like, now wait a minute. You knew the job was shitty after 1 year and you stayed for 17? That's wild. Did shit get better? No, it didn't, did it? No, it didn't. I'm sure they hiring new niggas and paying them exactly what they paying you. Why? Because they don't respect you. That's how it works. That being said, education is necessary, and not just going to school and being educated. Step outside and be educated. Be educated outside of school. Go to museums, go to forums, go to talks. Look around, check your resources. Don't just check ChatGPT. Physically go find the people. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying go to work. That being said, when I found out I wanted to be a comedian, I didn't know shit about this. I didn't know anything about being a comedian. When I was growing up in Texas, I thought I could possibly be on screen or do some stuff like this, but it never was a reality. Until one day my homie was just like, hey, I'm shooting these videos for a YouTube channel. You want to be in the sketches? And I was like, hell yeah, let's go. And we went crazy and stuff did really, really well. And I realized, oh, wow, this is a real thing. And I took a course, and we were just a course at Morehouse, a philosophy course. And during the course, we were talking about race and philosophy, and we were talking about Dave Chappelle. And they were literally like Dave Chappelle's views on race and philosophy, talking about the Chappelle show, and all this made me be like, okay, so this shit is a career. But I had to Google what I had to do. I had to just pull up to comedy clubs. I had to wait for months. No, I didn't. I had to wait for like 3 weeks before I could actually get on stage. So just showing up, not getting on stage. And after 3 weeks, I finally got on stage, did good, and was able to go ahead and start and build and try to make something. And still haven't got, of course, to where I want to be, which is why we're here. So that being said, I just feel like if you're young and you got the time and you got the energy, understand you're not always going to have that. You're going to have a lot of responsibility later on, possibly. So get out there and build your shit. Like, I got friends that are doctors, friends that are lawyers, friends that are pilots. I ain't even know piloting was a thing that paid crazy amount of money. Pilots make as much as doctors. I got a cousin that's a surgeon, a trauma ER surgeon, and he makes as much as a Delta pilot. It's crazy. I'm sure he'll increase, but that's just crazy. In both salaries, I'll say it's 700,000. Both salaries are 700 grand. That should make you be like, ain't no way you making that much. Let me see the stub. Cause you lying. How much you make in a month? What are you paying in taxes? Cause god damn. All right. Next. I feel like comedy is a cultural commingling. Anytime you put a bunch of different people from a bunch of different cultures in a place and then say y'all go ahead and get around each other, you start to mix, you mingle, you become a lot more personal with friends. And sometimes it makes you feel like you're okay to say and do certain shit because how you act and do on and behave on stage is not your actual personality. So it gives you a bit of free like reign to do some crazy shit. That being said, that racist shit is always going to be a thing that they run to and go to and have. So I don't let it bother me. But maybe I'm the type of person where like you can't offend me with like words. Like you're not gonna say something that hurts my feelings. I'm tougher than that, I guess. But I think you should also just go ahead and turn shit off if it bothers you. This shit was 2 hours and 51 minutes. I have no idea how you made it all the way through this thing and it was offending you. It is blowing my mind. I like it and I still ain't made it through. So I had to stop and do this. I was like, you know what? I'm about to make content. I'm not about to watch 3 hours of this shit. It's going to be 11:30 by the time I'm done. I can't do it. I cannot do it. But that's everything for this episode. I appreciate you guys so much. My name is KJ Lee. This is an episode of K Squared Podcast. This is my 4th episode, but my 2nd with this new format. Look around. Shit looks kind of nice. Sounds kind of nice. I've invested a little bit. I don't know the days that we're going to release these. I know Monday is going to be one of the days that I release one. Might do Monday and Wednesday or Monday and Friday. We'll let you know, or I'll let you know in the future. But thank you guys for listening. If you are listening, thank you guys for watching. Hit subscribe. I have all that stuff, the merch and all of that. I will be in New York this weekend. I will be in Atlanta, May 29th. I will be in Philadelphia and DC in July. I'll put the information out in the link in the bio if you want to see me do stand-up. Very funny. I've been doing it for a while. I'm not nice though. So if you want a nice comedian that's going to say things that make you feel good and tickle you, Nate Bargatze is a wonderful comedian, like #1 in the game right now. You should go check him out. He's really, really great. But if you want shit to get dirty, come on down. Come on down. I appreciate you guys so much. My name is KJ Lee and we out.